Today we're talking about how to generate leads for a web design business. Now, I started my company 14 years ago, and for a period of years, we designed custom websites and we did website SEO. In that time frame, I designed over 600 different websites. I did pivot my business, but I pivoted it in a way that really works well for lead generation. And so now I help businesses generate leads from YouTube. And I've also come full circle and I'm doing web design again, more on the landing page side of things though. I've got my own agency for high level. It's called Hero High Level. Okay, but I want to take you behind the scenes and share with you strategies both on LinkedIn and on YouTube that work extremely well for generating leads for a web design business. Okay, as we dive into this, I want to let you know this isn't just a gimmick that will get you a client or two, but this will be a strategy that will really help build a consistent flow of leads into your business. It's going to take work, both the LinkedIn strategy and the YouTube strategy. It's going to take effort, but it really is going to pay off. So here's the LinkedIn strategy. You go to LinkedIn and you find your ideal prospect. Like, who is your target audience? Find them in a group or use one of the LinkedIn premium features to sort through lists and find your target audience. Once you have your target audience, you just need to message them somehow. So whether you send them an email or you send them a connection request, find a way to communicate with these people, but you don't want to promote to them. You don't want to push yourself or your services or your messages or your YouTube videos. You don't want to push anything out there, but just compliment them. Compliment them on their business. Give them a sincere compliment that lets them know that you really looked at their profile, that you've really gained an understanding of the impact that they're making in the world, and give them a sincere compliment, and that's it. Okay, what will happen, you'll have some people that will reply and say, thank you, I took a look at your profile, and they'll give you a return compliment. But you'll also have some people that will reply to you, but then tell you, I went to your website and it looks like you're doing really good things. Keep up the good work. And you'll have some people that will check out your YouTube channel. And you'll have some people that will say, hey, I took a look at your website, I took a look at your services, and I'd love to have a conversation with you to see if you might be able to help me out. That really happens just by sending a compliment, okay? So, once people reply to you, what do you do, right? If they obviously say, hey, we should have a chat, just send them your calendar link. Okay, so yeah, that would be great. Here's a link to my calendar. But when they reply, you can send them a custom video. And this is something that we did back then, and this is something we're doing today. So I'll turn on my screen recorder on my laptop, and their website will be pulled up, and I'll make a video, and you'll give them a review of their website. You can say things like, hey, I really love the position of your logo, or your logo I notice is kind of in the wrong position. I might suggest putting it over here. I like what you've done with this part. What I'd recommend here is doing this, maybe making this video a little bit bigger. So you just give them a review of the website and you offer, hey, would you like to have a free strategy session? Here's a link to my calendar. So video provides such a personal touch, and when they see that you made a video showcasing their website, it really touches them and they realize that you went out of your way to do that. And so when I did that, I got a lot of appointments, and that's how we designed over 600 different websites. Now let's talk about YouTube. And YouTube is actually generating me more leads than LinkedIn is. Okay, LinkedIn is very tactical and you can scale that up. Let me show you what we can do on YouTube. So I have a 5-ingredient formula. In fact, I'm going to share a bonus one. So I'm going to share with you 6 different ingredients that if you follow these 6 ingredients, you will generate leads on YouTube, okay? So ingredient number 1 is leaf titles. Now, I don't expect you to know what a leaf title is, but you will in a minute. So let me explain my tree analogy. So when you look at a tree, it's got a trunk. You know, the trunk is the broadest part of the tree that goes out to the branches, that goes out to thin branches, that goes out to the leaves. Okay, so the trunk represents your core area of expertise. The branches are all the different categories you have expertise in. And the leaves, those represent very specific questions. Okay, questions that your target audience is asking online. You want to focus on the leaves. You don't want to make videos on trunk topics. You don't want to make videos on branch topics. You only want to make videos on leaf topics that are very, very specific. So let me show you an example. I know that you're a web design expert, but let's pretend for a minute that you're an expert in productivity, okay? So if that were the trunk of your tree, you help businesses improve their productivity and so forth, what's an example of a leaf? A leaf might be what can increase productivity in a dental office, or how to improve productivity on a construction site. Now, I didn't make up these questions. I actually did keyword research, and I found these questions that have consistent search volume every month that have low competition. And so if I take this question and that becomes the title of my video, and in my video I answer that, and I talk specifically, in the case of the dental office question, I can talk specifically to the dentist, to the receptionist, to the hygienist, right? So when they do this search, how to increase productivity in a dental office, they find my video, it's like, oh wow, that's exactly what I was searching for. So of course they watch it all the way to the end. The YouTube algorithm sees that and says, oh wow, this is a valuable video. Let's find more dental offices that we can show this video to. All right, this is the tool I used to find those questions. It's called the Keyword Magic Tool. And if you want a free trial of this tool, just go to herokeywordtool.com and you'll get a free trial of this tool. By the way, they have a lot of different tools, but I don't really use any of them. I use the Keyword Magic Tool. All right, let's do a demonstration on this tool. Let's type in the word website and color. All right, let's just see what we find. I'm going to turn on the questions button. So there's a lot of questions there, but I'm going to narrow it down and only find the really specific questions. So I'm turning the word count up to 8. So these are website color questions that have at least 8 words in them. How to find a color on a website, how to find the color code, how to change a website background color in HTML or CSS, right? How to do it on a website in WordPress. We can scroll down here, how to change the font color on a GoDaddy website builder. So look at all these. I mean, there's hundreds of questions here. Now you see this column, it says volume. That's the number of searches on each one of these questions every month. Now you might see the number 10 and think, wow, isn't that low? Isn't that teeny? Well, yeah, that's a low number, but I tell you what, this is the low-hanging fruit. There's no competition on these phrases. No one else is going to go after these. So when you're putting in your input, I just put in website color, you're going to put in things that showcase your expertise. Then you're going to comb through these questions to find the questions that your target audience is asking. Now, let's just look at this list here. How to choose a color palette for a website, and that question gets searched 10 times per month, okay? So somebody goes to Google or YouTube, they type in that question, then your video pops up that's the exact question they typed in. So of course they're going to watch it all the way to the end. YouTube's going to see that, is going to promote this video to more people like that. So you're just starting with the 10 and then YouTube's going to grow it from there. But then you're going to launch another video that might start with 10. You might launch another video that starts with 30 a month. You might launch another episode that starts with 100 a month, another one with 10, another one with 50, another one with 100, another one with 10, okay? All these little trickles of lead generation sources that are coming into your business eventually adds up to a fire hose of traffic. The strategy works. I've done it time and time again for hundreds of YouTube channels over the years. I currently produce 50 different YouTube channels. Many of them generate 7 figures of business revenue. In fact, there's a few of them that generate 8 figures in their businesses now. All right, do you have ingredient number 1 down? Do you understand what I mean when I say leaf titles? All right, ingredient number 2, 10 to 12 minute episodes. You don't want to create YouTube shorts. You don't want to create 30-minute vlogs. You want to create 10 to 12 minute how-to videos that answer leaf titles, all right? And you got to keep people's attention. There's a lot of strategies you can use to kind of hook people in the beginning and create that curiosity. You've got to do whatever you can to keep people to watch all the way to the end. So if some people leave early and some people watch all the way to the end and you have an average of 50% or higher, well then YouTube will promote your video to more people. Ingredient number 4 is custom thumbnails. You can't just let YouTube pick an arbitrary still from your video. You've got to create a custom thumbnail. But today, you've actually got to go beyond that. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of an example of the work that we do to design a custom thumbnail so you can get an idea of this. All right, so what we're looking at here is 6 different thumbnails for one episode. Yeah, the episode, if you can see down here, this is another episode on my channel. Do I need a business license for a YouTube channel? And I had my team create 6 different thumbnail ideas. Now I looked at these earlier and my favorite is C1. I think this looks great because it kind of represents a YouTube channel. You see somebody with a camera and their YouTube backdrop. I'm going to give them recommendations to use different text at the top, but seeing 6 different thumbnails like this allows me to look which one stands out, which one really paints a picture of the content of the video, which one catches my attention, and which one creates curiosity. YouTube legal tips doesn't really capture my curiosity, so I'm going to think of a 2 or 3 word phrase that would really create curiosity, such as YouTubers never tell you this. Something like that would create curiosity. Now, that might have just overwhelmed you to think, what? I've got to create 6 different thumbnails? And I've got a shortcut for you, okay? My team is quite large, and so we've been designing many thumbnails like that for years. However, in the last few months, I've discovered an AI tool that's really given us a shortcut. The tool is YouTubeThumbnail.ai. Now, when you go to that link, their system does a lot. It helps you choose your titles, it helps you write your description, it gives you thumbnail designs and ideas, and it then creates shorts. I don't use any of those tools except for the thumbnail idea generator. Now make sure that you don't use the titles that they provide, because then, you remember ingredient number 1, leaf titles? That would negate everything that we're doing here. If you follow ingredients 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, but you skip ingredient number 1, this strategy will not work. So make sure you stick with the leaf titles, but I love this tool for the idea generation for thumbnails. And so those 6 thumbnails that you saw, we just grabbed several different ideas from this AI tool, and then my team took it into Photoshop and added a photo of me in there instead of the one that the AI generated. So hopefully that's a valuable resource that will kind of take out a lot of the guesswork and really get you started on the right foot. That was YouTubeThumbnail.ai. All right, ingredient number 5 is to launch 5 episodes per week. Yeah, now if you're feeling a little bit intimidated by that, it's okay if you launch 1 episode a week. Let me tell you the difference, okay? The ideal is 5. Now, the types of businesses that I work with where we're launching 5 episodes a week, these are businesses that have already generated 7 figures in their business. And that means they have a few things going for them. 1, they already have a lead generation source. 2, they have a working sales funnel. 3, they have a good sales system to convert those leads into customers. And 4, they're fulfilling, right? They've already got their momentum in their business. And so when we implement this leaf strategy and leverage YouTube for lead generation, after about a year, so 260 episodes, where I get that number is 5 episodes a week on weekdays, that adds up to 260 episodes in a year. So when we do that for a year, it adds an additional 7 figures of revenue in their business. So let's say your business is at $220,000 of revenue in the past year. Well, 5 episodes a week is probably going to be too aggressive because you're trying to add an additional 7 figures when you don't even have your first 7 figures yet. So in your case, I'd recommend, just start gradual. Film 20 episodes in a day, and that gives you 20 weeks worth of content. Or film 5 episodes in a day, and that gives you 5 weeks worth of content. The reason I say 20 is you can film about 20 episodes like this in a 9 to 5 filming day. So when my clients fly here to Utah, or they fly to Florida to my filming team there, that's what we do. We film 20 episodes in a day, and we launch 5 episodes a week. But I do have some clients that we film 20 episodes in a day, but we only launch 1 episode a week, and that gives us a 20-week campaign where they can really start to refine their systems as these leads just consistently start coming in. And then we get to the end of that 20 weeks, and they can decide, you know what, I think I'm ready to increase to 2 episodes a week, and so forth. All right, are you ready for ingredient number 6? Ingredient number 6 is a fun one. You've got to give away a free gift. Okay, so let me paint a picture of what this looks like. So people that have never heard of you before, but are asking these questions. They pull out their phone or they pull out their laptop and they type in this question and they find your video. And they're like, oh, that's what I was searching for. So they watch your video. And in your video, you're not selling to them. You're not pushing anything on them. You're just giving them value. You're answering their question, okay? And so there's this level of trust that is being built. Well, when they get to the end of the video, you offer them a free gift and you say, hey, now that you understand blank, the answer to their question, now that you know how to do this, I've got a free gift for you that's going to really help you do blank in your business, right? So I'm thinking about Noelle Randall. She teaches Airbnb real estate. So if she teaches them a 10-minute principle, and really introduces them to that aspect of Airbnb real estate, then she can say, I want you to understand my whole strategy. I want to invite you to a webinar where in about 80 minutes, you'll understand the entire strategy and how to find and how to purchase an Airbnb property so that you can have positive cash flow from this property. Now, she'll give away a training like that or a webinar like that on a landing page. So she'll just say, yeah, go ahead and click the link below. When they click on that link, they'll go to her website. They'll go to this landing page. and they'll put in their name, their email, and their phone number so that they can get that free gift. So in your website design business, what is that free gift going to look like? Is it a free tool? Is it a resource? Is it training? Is it a webinar? Another option is a free plus shipping book. So I'm actually going to demonstrate that one for you because I want to give you a book for free. Okay, so this is my book. It's called A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. This is a serious book. I took 2 years of hard work to create this book. A lot of the different channels that I produce, I've featured in this book, and I broke it down. I put it sequential so that if you read this book, you'll understand my strategy inside and out. Like I wanted you to be able to get into my head and understand why I make the decisions I do. So let me show you this. You'll notice I printed this book in full color so that if I'm showing you thumbnails or I'm showing you a screenshot of the analytics or something like that, you'll be able to see and understand what we're looking at here so that you can really learn the strategy. So if you really want to leverage YouTube to generate leads for your web design business, this is my gift to you. You just have to pay the printing and the shipping cost. Because I printed it in color, they do charge a little bit more for that, so it's like 15 or 16 bucks, but that's no profit to me. I just want you to have this. This is my gift to you. So to get that, just go to natesyoutubebook.com, and then after you read the book, come back here to this video and leave a comment and let me know, what did you think about the book? Was it helpful?